like toys.
Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Diamond Select, the Real Ghostbusters Slimer figure. This guy's a lot smaller than I expected. Maybe the previous release from the original movie was the exact same size. Just a little surprised at how little he is compared to this huge package, and the guy is only this big. First I thought it was a huge glare in the package, but that's a piece of the Collect and Connect Ghostbuster Firehouse diorama. This is Series 9, the last figure I'm getting from this series, and the first wave of Real Ghostbuster figures. Series 1 through 5 made the rooftop diorama from the original film. Series 6 through 8 were Ghostbusters 2 figures, and they comprised the first 3 waves to make the front of the Firehouse Collect and Connect diorama. The final 2 waves are the Real Ghostbuster figures. I cannot wait to get this thing finished finally, but another couple months to go before that's done. Let's go and open this guy up and check him out. Alright, well now that we've got Slimer out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories. He really only came with 3 alternate heads that are interchangeable, as well as a display stand. So this guy here looks pretty cool. He's a lighter color of green compared to the movie version and looks a lot more cartoony, a lot more fun, kind of friendly. I do like the way he looks. Always kind of found that back part a little bit disturbing on the original release. But fun stuff there. He looks pretty good if you ask me. So let's take a quick look at all 3 of his heads. His first head, kind of friendly, tongue sticking out. You pull it out, it comes out pretty easily. There's no articulation there. It's just a sort of square peg that goes into the hole. He also has this other head, kind of angry, 2 teeth sticking out. And then he's got this other head, pretty much the same as the other one, 2 teeth sticking out, but he's smiling and he's kind of happy. And then he's got this action figure stand, and I will say he's a little bit top heavy for it. Put him in there, kind of falls immediately. DST says you got to find that sweet spot, but it's almost like it doesn't support him. You got to get it just right, and it kind of falls apart. Probably not going to use this stand for him at all. I'm going to use it for something else in my action figure world. Next, let's check out this figure's articulation. Not a lot to talk about in this department. His head, yes, it can be swapped, but it is not articulated. He's got balls in the shoulders. They can go out, yay far, down, up and down, 360, no problem. Single jointed elbows, out to here, up, not quite 90 degrees. His wrist does twist, and it's hinged. And that, my friends, is it. Next, let's see how much reuse there was from the original release. The head is completely different, and they are interchangeable. They can go onto each other. The hands are actually considerably different as well. The arms are a lot thinner compared to the original one. Looks like the base body as a whole is the same. The arms are different, and the heads are different. Now, I've seen some people complaining that they reuse too much. This guy should have a little tail or whatnot from the cartoon, but it works for me. Now you can take these guys' heads, swap them out, but it will not look right for the coloring. It does not match. It really just looks pretty bizarre. Next, let's check out the height of this figure. Obviously, he's a very small, short figure. He's measuring under 3 inches, looking like about 2.75 inches. Here he is compared to the rest of Series 9. This is the first wave with the Real Ghostbusters cartoon figures. We got Egon, Slimer, and Winston. Cannot wait for the next wave. It's not only going to complete the Ghostbusters team from the cartoon, but complete the Collect and Connect diorama, Firehouse front and the back. Here he is compared to the previous Slimer release from the Ghostbusters 1 film. Similar figures. This one has a kind of more realistic and cartoony vibe. Here is a Slimer as he's harassing a hot dog vendor trying to take all of his stuff. Here he is scrambling out of there with all the hot dogs in his mouth. Of course, I had to use the movie Slimer head because that's the only one they made like this. So this is the front of the Ghostbuster Firehouse as it is before any of the figures from this wave. This is from the first 3 waves, 6 through 8 from the Ghostbusters 2 figures. You can see I had to sort of prop something below it just to make it stand up on its own. It just kept falling if not. We're still missing 3 bottom pieces, I assume, and 3 top pieces. Really hoping this wave comes with the 3 bottom pieces so this thing can stand on its own. Cannot wait to get this thing finished. Let's see what it looks like with some of the pieces from this wave. Now here's what Slimer's piece of the firehouse is. And boy, this caught me by surprise. I was sure all 3 of these guys would have the base sidewalk pieces, but this looks like it's going to be, I guess, the top right of the building. No, it's the very top left of the building. It's all good, but it's going to make us wait even longer to complete that bottom part. Let's pop it on and see what it looks like. Now here's the Ghostbuster Firehouse diorama front with all of the pieces except for Series 10, which is not out yet, together. We've got 2/3 of the bottom together and 1/3 of the top together. This thing actually measures up to be a little bit over 22 inches. Yep, 22.5 inches tall. Cannot wait to get the last wave, which is expected out late February, early March area. Here are the 2 different Ghostbuster dioramas compared to each other. You can see the firehouse diorama is quite a bit taller, but the rooftop diorama is quite a bit wider as well as deeper. Barely fits on top of the bookshelf without hanging over, but for my purposes it does work great and it is very sturdy up top there. Like I said, the rooftop is considerably deeper than the firehouse front. Here's a shot of them where they both started at the same position, and you can see how much further the other one goes than the firehouse. Both absolutely wonderful pieces, will be great for my city dioramas. And I've actually completed 2 of these Ghostbusters dioramas from Series 1 for my Batman World on top of the rooftops. Figures can be displayed on here overlooking the city, kind of hanging off the bookshelves, but it's been very sturdy for many years. Just so you have an idea of what I've been doing with these dioramas. Great for just regular city setups. This is where I have been keeping the Ghostbuster rooftop diorama, but I don't think it's going to continue to fit in this general location. It's on the back of this sort of cabinet thing that I use for the bar and whatnot, comedy club. And this is perfect on the back side to cover the blankness. The height is just a hair too big, and I think the overlap with this building, unless I move that building, it's not going to continue to work. But I'll figure something out. I do think it's a shame putting something so nice in such a small little alleyway. All in all, I would say that I do recommend this figure. He had a very different relationship with the Ghostbusters in the cartoon than he did in the films. He was always tagging along, being kind of cute and whatnot, maybe kind of annoying to them. Size-wise, you're not going to get a very big bang for your buck. The main reason most people are going to want this figure is because he is a core member of the Ghostbusters group in one way or the other, and he does come with a piece to collect the firehouse diorama front. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. This is D Hunter. If you like this video, press like below. If you want to see additional videos from me, press subscribe. If you have any action figure review requests, please post them below. If there's anything you liked or disliked about the video, please post it below as well. Thank you guys for watching. This is D Hunter. Talk to you guys soon.